You guys, with this video, I'd actually like to start it off with the breath work and meditation. So, the video is going to be on dark matter. So, in a sense, imagine dark matter filling your being, filling your essence. Dark matter is the amplification of light. So, imagine your true self, right? Imagine your true being. Now, you're filling yourself with your true being. You're filling yourself with dark matter, the darkness. It's not scary darkness, it's shadow work. All you are is liberating yourself. You're liberating the darkness. How do you become enlightened? You illuminate the dark room of your mind. You enlighten your mind. How do you enlighten your mind? By illuminating the darkness. If darkness is what creates light, then the darkness is truth. The darkness is the pure or true projection of who you are. So you must go in the darkness to understand who you are. You must go into your shadow. So let us begin. See like kind of dark purplish dark matter energy. Feel it. Feel this darkness coursing throughout your being. Then in a few breaths we're going to hold the darkness and solidify it within us, liberating it, empowering us with dark matter. Three, two. Now hold it. And as you exhale, keep holding it. Now pull in the darkness, dissolving all stagnant energies, unifying your energetic system, your energetic being. As you do this, it aligns you to your true will, your manifestations, and who you're meant to become. So with that, enjoy the video. Hey, what's up you guys? So I actually just made a video on Shiva, and you guys can go check that out actually. It's I believe the last video, and that inspired this video. So in this video I actually wanted to talk about dark matter and how dark matter is so beneficial when it comes to manifesting, healing, or empowering yourself. Dark matter, it's actually dark matter is what projects light. Dark matter is what creates light. Now, I mean, if you really want to understand it, you can go watch my other video, but I can also tell you guys here. Okay, so it's from darkness that all reality is projected. I believe that we live in a simulation, a holographic matrix. No, is it like how Elon Musk sees it? I don't think so. I see it more as a soul simulation where our soul is being put through an experience, much like you put on an Oculus Rift and then you are experiencing something. You're experiencing it. Are you feeling it? Truly, no. Like, does death exist? No, you can't feel death. You're dead. So it is with the same way in which I view the simulation. We are experiencing it. It feels very real, but at its core, it is still an illusion. It is still a creation of the mind being projected. So as we understand this, and as we understand dark matter, so we start to see, based off first law principle, right? If we break down light, what is projecting light? What is emanating light? If this matrix is made out of light, then how is there dark matter in the stars, or in the sky, suspended, the firmament that holds up the stars, right? Nikola Tesla talked about that. The firmament that holds up reality, right? What is that? He said that I'm not able to tap. He's like, I've discovered it, but I can't tap into it physically. That's what he talked about. He was talking about 0 point energy, quantum energy, right? What would he have to tap into for quantum energy? Well, if we look at our mind, right? What is a quantum computer? As I've said this before, our subconscious mind is a quantum computer. So it's by tapping into the subconscious, right? Bringing the conscious into the subconscious in order to be transmuted from the darkness, the dark matter of the subconscious. So what is the subconscious? Dark matter. What is infinite energy? What is 0 point energy? Dark matter energy, just encapsulated within the physical. So it's the same with us. We can either strive for it in technology, right? The physical representation of everything we have psychically and spiritually, right? Because what is a phone? What is an iPhone? I'm able to communicate with people psychically, telepathically, with my mind, right? That's the same thing. An iPhone is just a physical representation of what already exists, to the point that actually it even limits a lot of people, right? It's good to put down your phone, dopamine detox. So we can either create it physically, right? 0 point energy, channel it, draw it down into physical things as our abilities as humans, as creators, right? Elon Musk has portrayed this with his so much of a want to go to Mars, when I think that Elon, can't you just astral project to Mars? Can't you just view that in your mind? And maybe he has. Maybe he's viewed it in his mind to the point that it's a reality, and he's truly, that is his divine will. That is his purpose. He is meant to create something or go to Mars or do something in that way physically, because maybe that's just him as a being, just like Tesla. Maybe he wants to encapsulate these spiritual concepts and bring them into the physicality. Pretty much at its core, science is just trying to describe God. It's trying to do physically what spirituality does, mentally or spiritually. So we can either, go to Mars physically, or we could just lay down an astral project and be there and then take on the energies of Mars. It's all what you want at the end of the day, right? So it's about using energy, right? It's about using this dark matter. It's about tapping into the dark matter, the darkness, right? So that you can use the darkness to transmute and create your reality. Why do we use dark matter? Say that you've already embraced a manifestation, visualizing light or visualizing gold to a very to a very extent where you're now manifesting something, right? How do you amplify that manifestation of light? You use darkness. Why do you use darkness? Why does this work so well? Oh, I'm afraid of oh, I won't darkness. Oh, I don't want to imagine death. Oh, darkness. Black people. Oh, it's like everyone's afraid of the fucking darkness, but they don't understand that you need to work with your shadow. And by working with your shadow, you're stepping into your power, right? Because the conscious, this is not what's going on behind, right? So when you start to tap into what's going on behind, you are gaining all that power, right? So if the conscious, if light is just a projection of darkness, if my conscious mind is literally, because nothing, most of your thoughts, I think it's over 100,000 to 200,000, maybe even 500,000 subconscious thoughts are going on that we're not perceiving. Maybe an ad triggered in our brain. Maybe you watch porn that like fired off in your brain. Maybe you play video games fired off in your brain. Um, and then on top of that, whatever you might be thinking, maybe you're thinking about business, wealth, rituals. There's so much going on in the subconscious. So when you unify with your subconscious, you're now making those subconscious thoughts conscious. It's the same with light and dark matter. What we're trying to do is break down light, understand light, right? Now, I was the same on my path, and as well, I'll be actually showing you guys videos later today and releasing a whole bunch of content on the light path and then as well the dark path. This will be one of the intermediary videos. Um, Again, the darkness is what is projecting light, and even my channel will be a symbolism of the journey and the path in which I've walked. Where I started with the light, I started with beings like Horus, Thoth, Anubis, Ganesh, Shiva, right? And then as I walked the path, I prepared myself for darkness. I prepared myself to become more powerful. You must ground what you already know, what you already have. You must ground the light, become the light fully. And then you must drop that, dissolve all that to become the darkness. To walk the path of darkness if you so choose and if you feel called and you desire. And then from walking the path of darkness, then we are unifying, right? So as we've worked heavily with angelic energies or celestial energies, light energies, this is why I'm teaching dark matter. So now we're merging that and using the dark matter to project our light. So as we've sunk our conscious mind into our subconscious to know our truths and become our truths, now we're allowing our subconscious to bleed into our conscious so that we can bring it back to the forefront and then project those truths as a newfound ego, as a newfound being, as our true self and who we're meant to become. And then we're recreating reality from that. It is only in the dark matter it is only in the darkness that we can truly understand ourselves, and as well we can see the journey for what it was, because as we're brought into the darkness, as we're brought into dark matter, we are liberated. We are liberating ourselves. As well, we're giving ourselves new opportunities and outcomes, such as when you work with the dark matter, when you work with spirits that are of dark matter, this is when you're actually starting to activate the other side of your brain, right? So I remember for myself, one time I had a psychedelic trip or a journey or a trip, and I realized that half of my brain was like literally like shut off, like the logic part was shut off, and it was just feeding my like the more feminine aspect of my brain, like the more intuitive aspect. And I realized that that was me triggering and awakening the dark matter, right? The melanin within myself. And that as I triggered and awakened it, I had to open up it had to open up dormant neural pathways that weren't there before. And as well as doing meditation at the time, I was trying to connect to my higher self. So the dark matter was exactly what I needed. I was brought into darkness, and from that I was reprogrammed. I was rebirthed in darkness. And then as well, over time, from following my path, I started to integrate and understand and know what the darkness was. I started to understand and know the dark mother. For me, Hecate. Before that it was Kali, Lilith. But now I know that my true dark mother is Hecate as well. But bam, got a key right here. It's a dragon key. I always wear this just as a symbolism, and also a sign of protection, but symbolism. Um, that she's always with me. The dragons are always with me. The dark mother, the dark feminine, the dark divine. So as I wore, we can look at the symbol from the psychedelic band Pink Floyd, right? The triangle, and then that's projecting light, and the prism and the pyramid, right? The prism has the whole light spectrum, and then it's darkness behind it. Why did they choose darkness behind it? Because at its core, darkness is what is projecting all of the light, right? We can look at above Kether or above Thamael, Ayn and Ayn Sof. They are the darkness within that light, or within that light is immense darkness behind it that is projecting the Qliphoth, that is projecting the Sephiroth. So from all that is the darkness, is the nothingness, right? We must understand and know darkness in order to know nothingness. And then it's from nothingness that we truly understand and know ourselves, because we must dissolve and empty ourselves out of what we thought we were, empty ourselves out of our light in order to embrace our darkness, become our shadow. And then we become our shadow, not being locked into it as the ego, but more as the observer. And from being the observer of our reality and observing our shadow, this allows us to be detached and not attached, right? Because this path is all about being fluid, being like a chameleon, right? The path of the occult, the left-hand path, working with darkness. So the moment that we attach to anything, we're becoming it. If I attach to insanity, I now became insane, right? But maybe I had an experience that stretched my mind. Can I come back from that, right? And that is the darkness. It's what you attach yourself to, you become. So we become everything in the all in order to subside and become nothing. And then it's from nothing that we are becoming everything, and we are using the darkness to manifest. We first try to manifest our true self, going within into the darkness, doing shadow work to master ourselves. Satan, Set is a really good energy for this to work with. And then as we go in to master ourselves, we then as well project the darkness or dark matter outwards after we've really thought about the reality that we desire to create, what we wish to bring into fruition, because it's whatever we already have. Just imagine dark matter is amplifying that. Dark matter is the amplification of light, because it is what is creating light. So the more dark matter you have generating a light spectrum, generating a light creation, then that light creation will be empowered at a faster rate. What is faster than the speed of light? The speed of darkness. You could say, let's just have fun. As well, what's more powerful than an angel? A dark angel, right? Demons, dark angels as well. Samael, a dark angel. He can teach you how to manipulate darkness, dark matter, energy. As well as Lilith can teach you how to manipulate dark matter and teach you vampism and how to control dark matter, as well chaos, and to embrace it, and then from that create from it. So with that, guys, that was a video on dark matter, the darkness, the dark divine, the infernal divine, and how you can use darkness to as well manifest and create your life. With that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Namaste.